Alright, for my final project I did a TV scheduler. The goal of this was to make it so the user could see a list of all of the new TV shows that are being played at a specific time. And also by new TV shows I mean not repeats. So it's a new, like every week, new TV shows typically come out for a series, and user can check and see those new TV shows. And I wanted to make it so the user could personalize it, so they could easily find out if any of their favorite shows are playing on a certain day, so they wouldn't miss it. This is the opening screen. That's the TV schedule for that date. It's all coming from tvrage.com, that the schedule is. And you can filter that the list based on your favorites. In the favorite section you can add your own favorite TV shows and be able to check if any of your shows are playing very easily within one click. And if you hit next and previous, that'll take you 1 day ahead. This actually goes up to 6 days ahead of time. It's a projected schedule. Since it changes very frequently, the further ahead in time you go, the less accurate it could be. But they update it very frequently. And if you hit the featured list there, this shows the top 20 shows according to TV.com at any given time, and as well as if you the list shows, those are a sample of some of the shows that I have available that you can actually see full episode descriptions of. And of course the favorites there, you can, I just added a sample of what a favorite section would typically look like, and based on your favorites, if you go back here, it will filter whatever you have. And of course, in the settings thing there, I don't have a screenshot of it, but each show has a specific time. So in the settings, you can select your time zone, and it will adjust the times based on where you are. And so right here, if you select any of those cells in the tables, you can see full episode descriptions of every single show. The full episode descriptions, the only ones that I have available are the ones in the list shows thing there. The ones like on the schedule, some of them don't have the full episode descriptions because it takes a lot of maintenance work to get all that in there. But all the ones that are in the list shows I have full episode descriptions of. So if in the My Favorite Shows section, if you select The Office, this is what would come up. You can see every single season of The Office, and within that season you can look at every single episode and then see a full episode description of what it is. And I tried to make this look identical to the App Store. If you look on the App Store, the pattern, the color matches are exact, and the layouts are very similar. So I try to make it consistent with that. So, the seasons, episodes, and descriptions are all coming from, I wrote a back-end application for this that goes on the internet and just grabs all the data from TV.com. I actually designed this for my web architecture screen scraping assignment, so I was able to make this so much more in-depth than what I was able to do within the allotted time we had for the class. At the end of the class for this, the only functionality that I had working was just the schedule and being able to add your favorite shows and filter between them. That's it. Just recently, within the past 2 months or so, I made it so a user could see the list of episodes and everything. All the photos are coming from Photo Bucket. I have a storage for that it grabs all the URLs for that. And the last updated thing right there, that is if I run my screen scraper, it will go on the internet and grab everything. And then it generates a load of files, text files mainly, and pictures. And then I store that on my FTP. It's not the ideal situation to have for this, but I mean it's free and it allowed me to develop pretty relatively easily. And so the timestamp was, that just shows when the last time I was able to get the latest data for this. And so the iPhone app basically just reads everything in and displays it. And then my back-end application generates all the data for it. And that's about it.
Questions?
So you said you have it on FTP. Does the iPhone app go FTP and actually grab the stuff from there? Or?
Some of it, well, the pictures are grabbed off a photo bucket.
Right.
If I put the pictures on my FTP, it's a lot slower.
Right.
So I put the pictures on a photo bucket, and so it generates all the pictures very fast. And the only thing that grabs off the FTP is the featured shows, the list, and the episode descriptions.
So for that architecture decision, would it be possible to do it without that piece? It would just take much longer to develop on the iPhone, or is that sort of a limitation of the iPhone platform?
Well, I wanted to make it so the iPhone's independent of the data itself. So what I found with the scraping is that it's very picky. So if like the website changes its format, the iPhone app would break.
Right.
So I wanted to make that independent of it. So the data that I have working with is consistent. So the iPhone app can just display it. And I did think of that to incorporate that into the iPhone. But if I ever wanted to put this on the App Store, and if there was a problem, it would be disaster.
There's rumors of it taking months for updates to applications to make it through that app store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if something broke, being able to fix it on the server end
Makes it much easier.
Yeah.
And also, the pictures, like this picture right here, that's an X, so that means I don't have the picture for that. That's just the default if I don't have the picture. And so I can make an easy change to that, and just basically, I can just upload the picture on the photo bucket or wherever it's reading the picture, and I don't even have to change the code on the iPhone app. I can just put it where it needs to be, and it will automatically update it.
Right.
So it's completely independent